Hey guys, what's up? Today I got a UU match. This one is against Pkmntrainerryan. He told me right off the bat that he actually is a breeder, which I do commend in a way because I used to breed back in like Diamond Pearl, but I know how hard it is, and I mean the obvious reasons to use Pokegen or Pokezav are well discussed. Just takes less time, and for a battler, that's all that really matters. But for someone who is passionate about doing it that way, hey, go ahead. So just keep that in mind, basically. But I'm going to lead off with my Aerodactyl, and he's going to lead off with his Crocodile. I'm thinking he might be faster because he's probably going to be Scarfed, but he's not. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what he is then. Maybe he's Life Orb. So he hits me with a Stone Edge as I set up my Stealth Rocks, and he's not going to take a recoil. So I'm thinking, is he Choice Banded maybe? So I'm going to switch out to my Flygon, and yeah, he's going to switch up to Foul Play, which is actually good in a way because Flygon's attack is actually lower than that Aerodactyl's because that Aerodactyl is Adamant and max attack, and this one is actually Jolly max attack, and of course Flygon is 100 attack, Aerodactyl is 105. So that works out a little better for me. I also could have went into like Shaman, which I probably should have in the first place. Considering he wasn't Scarf, I don't know if you would lead with a banded Pokemon. It's kind of weird, unless you have U-turn, but you don't, so I don't know. I could have been safe and went to Shaman, but I figured I'd be a little more offensive. But, didn't pay out too well, but I do get a U-turn off, so it's not a big deal. Go to Shaman now. He goes for the Outrage. Really doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, but then again, Foul Play would have done, like, nothing, and Earthquake is, yeah. So, it's stronger than Stone Edge, so it's his best move. He's going to send his Charizard. I'm going to switch out to my Milotic because I don't want to get hit with a Fire Blast or an Air Slash. He's going to go for the Air Slash. It is going to miss. He told me it's Specs, which would do about like 25 to 30%. He's actually going to miss his second one, but as long as he doesn't flinch me like 5 times in a row, I'd be able to recover. And so it sucks that he missed, but yeah. I am especially defensive. So I'm going to blow him up to his Registeel, then for some odd reason, I guess predicting me to go out to something, he's going to fodder his Charizard. He figures it's dead anyway, so might as well do it now if I switch out to, I don't know, I guess maybe a Flygon to take on Registeel, because he can't Thunder Wave, and, whatever. I guess he figured it was good to fodder and get a free switch in. So he goes into Raikou. I figure this is going to be Scarfed, because, he told me that his Charizard was Specs. And I know I can take a hit, so he's going to go for the Volt Switch. That really isn't going to do a whole hell of a lot. And yeah, he's definitely Scarf. He's going to go to his Shaman here, and I'm actually like, I really don't have anything that can go into Shaman. I mean, I have my Shaman, but I can't do anything to him back because I have Seed Flare and Earth Power, and I'm defensive. And nothing else can really take a hit. I mean, Flygon sort of, but Seed Flare will still do like 80%, and that's like a definite KO from where I'm at. So I switched to my Shaman. I figured just, hit him and slowly kill him and stuff. But he doesn't even have Life Orb, and I'm just like, it's a little weird. But I'm going to go for Protect because I want to see what move he uses. Probably Hidden Power. Because he did happen to get the special defense drop, and that's not very nice. So I'm going to switch out, knowing that he's going to go for Hidden Power, most likely again. He could have switched up to Seed Flare, but I figure go to Azelf. I might have been able to take a Seed Flare now that I think about it, because he's not Life Orb. So, but then again, I don't know. I don't know what item he was. He could have been Expert Belt. He might have been Miracle Seed or something. But I'm going to go for the Fire Blast. He's going to predict that pretty nicely and go to Kingdra. I almost went for the Psychic, the Psyshock, not the Psychic, because this is my Specs Azelf. And I also almost went for the U-turn, but then I figure if he stays in, then like it won't kill, and I'm back to square one where I have no safe switch in really. So here I'm going to go for the Aerodactyl just to see what move he locks himself into, what move he uses. And he goes for Agility. Now, I know what some people are going to say. Some people are going to start complaining because this Kingdra set is like the weirdest one of his team. Like the rest of them are fairly straightforward. But you know what? It's weird because some people complain when you see like an OU match. They're like, oh, everything's standard. No one uses anything new. It's always the same Pokemon, the same sets, and blah, blah, blah. And then when you try and use something new, other people, I assume it could be the same people, which wouldn't make sense, but I believe it's other people who are all like, oh, new stuff is weird because it's bad and stuff. Well, I agree if they're using like Tackle, but hear me out. Agility is viable because Rain Dance only lasts for technically 5 turns, but 4 turns after the Rain Dance turn. And yes, it boosts your water attack, but what's the most common switch into a Kingdra? Either a Slowbro if it's physical, or a Milotic, if it's, especially defensive or physically defensive, whatever. Like Slowbro and Milotic are two very common switch-ins. Also, like maybe a Registeel or like a Shaman, potentially a Mew, depending, or a Roserade too. So yeah, but like your water stab is not really going to be breaking through any walls. And while yes, you would want to clear them out first, it's not as important for Rain Dance because it can be stalled out, and it's kind of so agility is permanent. So again, it's not. I wouldn't use agility because you can generally kill 2 to 3 Pokemon with 4 turns of doubled speed and increased power. But again, it doesn't increase your Dragon Stab and it doesn't increase your hidden power. So agility works for a sort of longer sustained battle since he has leftovers. That's probably what he's going to do. And then Brine technically is stronger than Hydro Pump if they're below 50% HP. And again, you're going to get water types switching in, so you're not really going to use it that much. Technically, I would say in this option, Surf is definitely better, but some people use Hydro Pump, and if you're got a Hydro Pump Kingdra and they have Pokemon that Surf would kill anyways, you're taking a risk by missing. So it's the same kind of thing. It's lower base power, but it could be higher in an important situation. I can't think of any Pokemon where you would want to use Surf that you wouldn't kill otherwise. So yeah, overall, I mean, like I said, it's an interesting set. I commend him for using it, and just don't be like that. But I missed basically the rest of the battle. But I think all that happened was I killed a Shaman with my Shaman, and then he left. He ran because his Registeel was in and can't do anything to a subseed, or not subseeding, but a leech seeding Shaman. So yeah, like I said, I had fun. I enjoyed the battle. It was cool to see something new. Another thing, just that I just remember that I wanted to mention is when you do Rain Dance and you get sort of walled by a water type. Again, you probably wouldn't do this if they still have like a Slowbro or a Milotic up. You wouldn't set up Rain Dance. But if you do and they have that, their Scalds are now stronger. So just something to think about. Again, I had fun. I think he had fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. So I'll see you all next time, and peace out.